Dice Paper Roll acknowledge the traditional custodians of this land, and we pay our respects to elders past, present, and future, for they hold the songlines, the stories, the traditions, the culture, and the hopes of First Nations Australia. This land is, was, and always will be traditional First Nations country.
The boat gently bobbed in the water. The croaking of frogs was overwhelming. Coming from upstream, a small golden object gently pounced against the boat's side. A hand rushed out and grabbed it, revealing its true form, a golden unicorn's horn. The ripples left in its wake spelled letters, letters that formed words, words that read, "Dice, paper, roll into the Feywild."
Walking along your local neighborhood street, along the footpath, you have your earbuds in, and the soft sounds of Dice Paper Roll are gently caressing your eardrums. You're off in a fantasy land, and as you stroll down that neighborhood street, you don't see the open manhole in front of you. Ah! You fall down, tumbling, whirling, swirling down into the Feywild. Welcome back. This is episode 15 of Dice Paper Roll into the Feywild. My name is Greg, and I am playing Doelene Delacroix. She is a Harangan wizard, level 5. She wears a beret of wizardry, which she is yet to use. So glad I picked that magic item. Good choice for me. Dan.
I rolled 3 on my dexterity save to avoid the pothole. My name is Dan. I am playing Sir Walter Winston Winklepicker III, a human who has been turned into a frog man. He is bard. He is level 5. He has a very fancy monocle, which at some point I will use it to charm a person, but I haven't used it as of yet. Lauren.
Hello, it's me, Lauren. I am playing Kevin Strangeways, an 8-year-old boy stuck in the body of a large man. He is a human artificer, and he enjoys magical tinkering, amongst other things. He's very tall, very hairy. He wears a metallic silver long coat, very flashy, and rolled a 8 on my deck. So into the manhole I go. Benny.
Yes, my name is Ben, and I play Unit, the Warforged Fighter Rune Knight, protector of Kevin Strangeways, and they are a former whack-a-mole machine and ticket inspector, because everybody loves a ticket inspector. And they've recently found out that they were indeed born/created to protect Kevin. Little bit put out at the latest developments that suddenly Walter is competition in some way. And I rolled a 1. So I fall down the manhole. Sewerage is really not good for my joints.
Or skin.
No competition.
I don't have skin, but anyway.
You saw it and went, I better not jump in that. And then absolutely jumped in it.
Yeah. Something went wrong with the
did.
computing. Yeah.
I was waiting
Yeah.
for Walter to tell you that you weren't allowed down this hole.
I mean, look.
Because it's for men only.
Well, look, I
Yes.
identify as neither, so that's
I'm a
fine.
man. I am not a man.
Yeah.
I should probably
I
stop
see.
doing that. Everyone knows I'm a boy
Who
now.
man?
I'm a boy.
Jack.
Yeah, I rolled a 3, which means that Greg is now the DM for this episode. With that.
Before you, Liza Swamp.
Yeah, no, I'll be
I'm kooky. Sorry.
I'll be attempting to follow on from Greg's wonderful DMing in the intro. Here as your DM now.
Looks like Kevin's not the only one with people competing.
yeah. I'm also deeply insecure.
Fight for me.
Welcome to Dice Paper Roll, where we're all deeply insecure.
That's
for
just all
yourselves.
podcasts. Yeah.
we needed balance, Lauren.
Yeah, that's true. I've got enough confidence for all of us. Don't you worry about that. Some might say too much for my abilities.
Now, what music are we going to use now? I'm just going to...
I'm just trying to imagine a world without constant self-doubt. It sounds beautiful.
Can we hear
Yeah,
that?
you just push it all down, and in my experience, it doesn't come back up.
Previously on Dice Paper Roll into the Feywild. The party: Doelene Delacroix, a hare; Walter Winston Winklepicker III, a frogman; Kevin Strangeways, a man-sized boy; Unit, a robot ticket machine or whack-a-mole machine, began their journey in the Feywild proper. Try as they might to head in one direction, they were thwarted and held back by emotional turmoil and the very land themselves. When Kevin found himself hungry, he discovered a snack and a new friend, Calvin, the deer. Calvin was a short-lived character on account of Kevin trying to ride him. Walter, attempting to bay the emotional outburst of Kevin, pretended Calvin was not dead and indeed spoke with the dead. Snowpig revealed to herself attracted by the dark emotions surrounding the party and was herself defeated. Not before revealing Bavlorna Blightstraw was a hag who ruled over Hither. And then you find yourselves on the inn at the end of the road, which is an inn on the back of 1,000 fleshy legs as it crawls through the swampy marshes of Hither, which is a sort of segmented area within the Feywild. And you're all sort of aboard. You've been on here for a few days, maybe. You've kind of gotten comfortable. The space is cozy on the inside. It's like any inn you would know, except that it's gently rocking back and forth as it moves through the swamp, and you can see mangroves and bits of swamp passing by.
Wow, that's a really cool bit of swamp. Look at that.
Nice.
Wow,
That
you're
is
right, Kevin. That's swampier than any of the other swamp bits.
So swampy.
That is a particularly pungent, noxious gas bubble we just passed through. I am really getting a bouquet of aromas from.
I can taste it.
Doelene, roll to deceive.
It's like rotten egg mixed with farts. Hang on. Roll to deceive. Who am I deceiving?
Just everyone.
Kevin's like
Just in
hanging
case you
his,
farted.
Kevin's hanging his head out like the windows if they're like sitting in the in the brunch nook of the tavern in the part of the inn at the end of the road, and he's just got his head flapping out the sides like a dog, just looking at all the swamp bits.
Is there anyone else in this tavern?
Good question,
DM?
Unit. No, there isn't. It's you know this because the innkeeper has told you at length that like you're the only customers that you've you've known that have come through in a very long time. The swampy nature of Hither has basically ruined tourism.
No wonder they needed payment up front.
No wonder these arancini bowls are so astronomically expensive.
I got an 18 on my deception, which means that during the days of journey, I have managed to time my gaseous emissions with the swamp gas bubbles.
Lovely.
So
Are you always this gassy? Is this a new development?
no, I just haven't had fresh vegetables in such a long time. Doelene sat at the table. There's like a big pile of Dutch carrots and a mug of orange kale and carrot juice in front of her.
Oh, that's really gonna. Yep, that'll gas you up real proper.
Oh,
Tell you what, it's times like these I'm glad I don't have olfactory senses.
There's a reason they're Dutch carrots, if you know what I mean.
Kevin's just been ordering chips and nuggies for every single meal.
With extra tomato sauce.
Yeah. I'll maybe just have a couple of nuggets with my tomato sauce today, I think.
Speaking of ovens,
I'm putting
You
out
asked-
tomato sauce.
You ask for dinosaur nuggets every
I thought it was
day,
Doelene.
Kevin.
And I get them.
speaking of ovens, there's a fireplace at the back of the room, and it looks remarkably like a face. And you know that the innkeeper will regularly come and place scraps and logs and stuff inside, and it seems to power the inn as it moves through. It sort of gulps up the sustenance as it sort of swathes through the swamps.
Fascinating creature. I wonder how they mate. Do you think it's a spore situation or like a...
Probably.
Yeah. Be
Is
hard
it time
I
to
don't know.
feed
How
it?
do
Is it time to feed?
millipedes- Sorry, I don't know. How do millipedes procreate? I gotta get a millipede vibe from this place.
Yeah, I get that too. I don't
Larvae.
know. I don't think I've ever read about millipede mating before.
Is it time to put another log or another scrap on the fire? I like that part of the day.
Whilst you're talking, Walter, do you want to do a perception check for me?
Sure, would love to. Perception check. It's 14 on the die.
Oh, found it. Here it says millipedes have a single mating leg. So perhaps this has one of its legs is actually...
A third
Great
leg.
Google
Yeah.
search. That's a great Google search. 18 perception.
You see,
I did a knowledge check. Thank you very much.
17, sorry.
you look out the window and you can see in the distance sort of something sort of moving and rotating really fast, and it's sort of headed towards where the inn is at.
Like it's sorry, something in the sky.
Yeah, you can see out the window, and out the
Yeah.
window there is something that looks almost balloon shaped out the window that is getting bigger and moving towards you.
Team.
Yes, Sir Walter Winston
Velociraptors.
Winklepicker the Third.
We're still working on our team name.
We just called team. Simple.
Well, you know,
It's
I started
effective.
off with team, and then I went for something cool like Velociraptors, but I still just don't
Yeah.
know what is landed on at the moment. We haven't figured it. Anyway, there's something coming towards us through the window. It looks like maybe a cloud. I don't know.
Can I see it?
Did you roll a perception check?
I can.
Yeah, go on.
Sorry. Yes. Just had to find it. It's a 6.
It's a 6. You're looking at the swamp.
What?
Well,
Over there, Kevin.
Where?
Let me.
Is it the gas? Is it the swamp?
It's no. You gotta look a little bit higher, boy. Look a little higher towards the sky.
Is
You're
it
looking at
is it the sky?
Us-
Is it this chicken nugget?
Walter, you can now see that it is actually very much a hot air balloon, and at the bottom you can see that one of the ropes has detached, and they've clearly lost control of the hot air balloon, and it's moving now quite fast for a hot air balloon.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is really. I don't know what to do here as a character, but
This
'Cause-
chapter on maiden millipedes is absolutely fascinating.
Doelene,
did
put
you
down
know
that book
that
and-
light can often reflect off swamp gas, creating optical illusions. Might be UFOs or...
Unit, get up on the roof. There's people that are about to fucking crash into the whatever the tavern that we're in.
Sure
the
thing, Sir
train
Walter Winston
tavern.
Winklepicker III, but you know what the magic word is.
People are about to die. Jesus
No,
Christ.
it's another one that starts with P.
Okay, we could wait here a little while.
Yes, let's.
There is a huge cacophonous sound as
Okay,
as
please,
the
fine, please, unit. Can you please go up top? There's people that are about to die. Jesus Christ, why are you trying to prove your point right now?
At your service, Sir Walter Winston Winklepicker III, and unit zooms out the room and up the steps, ready to save the day.
hold
What
there.
do I see? I rolled a 22
Hold-
on my perception before.
Oh, we'll come to that. The balloon has collided with the tower, and out the other side of the inn,
That came out of nowhere.
a rope swings down, and a body slams into the window on the other side, and the figure is sort of struggling at the rope around its neck as it sort of as it clings to its last breath and quickly dies in front of you as it hits the window. And you can see that it's a bullywug, which is a toad person.
He looks like you, Walter.
What? Wait, can I see this? I'm
you all.
still inside.
Well, I guess except Unit, who piss bolted up the stairs.
Oh, wait, this is inside?
Yeah.
Sorry,
no.
I got confused.
So maybe I'm not being clear.
Sorry, my bad.
The hot air balloon has hit the tower at the top, and the reaction has thrown one of the people in the balloon out the top, and it's come round the other side and fulcrumed down into the window, and the person has been killed by the rope wrapped around their neck.
Oh, Jesus Christ. And they look like me?
They're
So
a
is
frog
it just like a
person.
body like smooshed against the window
Yeah.
of the
They're sort
inn
of like-
dead? Yeah.
like that? Yeah.
Okay, I'm really glad that I clarified that because I really didn't actually get the full mental picture of fucking...
Are they dead?
so-
Can I cure wounds?
You can try.
Wait, I've still got one more third
I'm not giving up a spell slot on you can try.
Speak with dead.
Well, they're dead.
All
They're
right.
very much
They're
dead.
dead. Okay, they're dead. He's
Yeah, like-
dead.
I can cast speak with dead one more time today.
Because it worked so well last time.
Doelene makes a note in her diary. Day 13. Well hung frog, man.
That could really be interpreted.
That was really good,
differently.
Doelene. And he puts the hand out behind him and goes for a little low high five.
Jesus.
I'd slap it with the paw.
Yeah.
The
Jesus.
innkeeper comes into the room and is like, "Wow, did you hear that? What was that?"
There seems to be a dead bullywug against the window here.
I'm really worried that the inn would be damaged by that kind of an occurrence. Can you please go up and check on that? All of you.
Oh, okay, fine.
There's a dead guy, and you're worried about, like, what, your insurance? Wow. Landlords, am I right? Let's go.
It's fine. Toad blood can't melt wooden structures. Okay, it's impossible for that to possibly happen. Okay,
How can we get on the roof?
Listen,
it had to
just
be
because
a
I have this
controlled
accent.
demolition.
Listen, just because I have this accent doesn't mean my family had anything to do with it. Okay.
Well, if you just take up the stairs, I believe your companion already went up the stairs. There's a room up the top. People don't usually stay up there because it's, it's not the most warm because of the draft, because it's so high up and the walk.
I'm already up on the 3rd floor, and I've climbed up the ladder and pushed open the hatch onto the roof to try and see what's going on as this hot air balloon is just attached to the top of the inn tower somehow. Can I see anybody else?
You can see
I'm up here, Kevin.
And he thumps up the stairs. I'm coming!
As we're going up the stairs, it's the penultimate leg on the left side for males and on the right side for females.
What are you even talking about?
The millipede mating appendage. Nope.
We're coming, unit.
Quick, what do I see, Jack? Is there anyone else in the balloon, or is it just the
You can
the
see
hanged
out the
bullywug,
window.
or-
You can see out the window
and-
that there's a basket sort of hanging from a strutting out piece of wood that would have been used to carry up furniture to the topmost
Right.
building.
Is there
rooms.
anyone in it?
You can't tell from here. The basket is it's rocking back and forth, but it seems fairly secure in its situation for the time being.
Am I outside or am I inside in the room?
You're inside.
Oh, okay. I I get my whack-a-mole hammer and it goes out on the chain and it smashes open the glass of the tavern window. And then
Wind blows in.
I roll to the window and I call out, "Is anyone in there? Are you safe? We're here to rescue you."
Hello? Is somebody speaking?
Yes, I'm right here. Are you in the basket?
Yes. Who is this?
My name is Unit, and my head extends up on a pipe and out over onto so I can look into the basket.
And you can see at the bottom of the basket is a cage. And inside the cage is a fairy dragon, a violet fairy dragon, which is sort of like a miniature dragon. And it is, it's just sitting there.
Okay, I retrieve it. My go-go gadget unit arms extend and I retrieve the cage into relative safety, just in case that basket falls.
As you do that, the basket does fall.
Hey, well, that was
Whee!
fortuitous timing. I'm holding it up, holding the cage. How big is it? Is it smaller than it's like a cat or something?
It's
Cat
I
size?
reckon the dragon's about the size of a cat.
Okay. I bring it in. I go, I'm going to call you Fluffy. Turn
just
around
then-
inside as everybody else arrives at the top of the stairs.
Kevin takes one look at the dragon and is like, Unit, did you get me a new pet?
I sure did, Kevin. Happy birthday.
Wow! It's my birthday!
Bitch!
Oh, damn, Walter.
I've always wanted a teeny tiny little dragon. This is the best birthday present ever!
Oh, my God, it's Kevin's birthday, Walter.
Did someone forget?
Yeah, you didn't even ask.
Fox. No, I didn't forget that it was your birthday, Kevin. And I'm going to reach into my pockets and I am going to pull out a tiny wooden stool sized for like a miniature stool sized for like a pixie or something like that. Oh shit! I should have read the full description of it. That gives splinters to those who hold it. And so I pull out this little miniature stool, and I'm like, look at this hand-carved tiny stool that I made for you to use with, like, you know, your little tabletop role-playing games. And I'm deceiving with a 9 plus 5, so that's a 14 deception.
Can you also roll damage? For the
I'm going to roll an
splinter?
insight on Walter as well. I just want to,
How
I'm
much
always
damage?
judging.
Can we all have insight on Walter?
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
I've
go
rolled a
for it.
deception. You
Damn.
can see through my facade if you so please,
I got
but
it.
I don't know why.
I got a 10. Yes, what a thoughtful gift, Sir Walter Winston Winklepicker III.
Kevin unfortunately got a 22.
I can't believe you thought ahead like that, Walter. That's so out of character. I'm proud of you.
Walter, like, brushes off the little bits of, like, lint and, like, tissue. Like, it's been through the wash, you know, like, when it's those kind of, like, little bits of tissue. Like, so it's definitely been in his pocket for a very long time. And just, like, kind of, hey, here you go. I
Wow.
carved this.
Thanks,
So-
Walter. Gee, this is so thoughtful of you. And he gives big puppy dog eyes. Maybe I was wrong about you. Maybe he could be my dad. And he takes the tiny wooden stool and crushes it.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, because I was rolling an insight check on you while you were saying that, and I rolled a 1. So I was, Walter was just like, oh my god, you are so, you broke it. Jeez, that's okay. It's all right. It was fragile.
I'm gonna look at my dragon now, and he picks up the cage and kind of shakes it, and is like, "Hello, Fluffy. I'm your new daddy."
Excuse me. I am
it talks?
nobody's pet. I did not come here to be a present for you. I am but a humble knight and servant to the Queen of the Selkie Court. And I am Sir Talavar, the knight errant of the Summer Kingdom. I was reading chat at the same time, and that was difficult.
Sir Televor, the knight errant of the Summer Kingdom.
That is right.
That's quite the mouthful. What are you doing here?
I was just hanging about.
Quite literally, not like your friend though.
Oh, did you see my friend there? He was in the basket, and then he wasn't.
Oh yeah, no, he's
Yeah.
fucking dead.
He's dead, like real dead.
Like really
Oh.
dead. We got a full, like, it may have been an IMAX kind of view of that. It was really graphic and like kind of unnecessarily graphic. It was like right up against the window. and
I'm pretty
everything.
traumatized.
We
Yes.
saw his life just dissipate from his eyes. It was
Oh,
horrific.
dear.
We
Oh,
have seen
dear.
a lot of dead bodies in the last couple of days, like way more than we have before.
That one just came as a shock. I think that was the most thing, like the thing about it was just very shocking. It just came out of nowhere.
It was really unexpected.
That was a brave soul. They worked to get me out of the prison, well, they took the prison with me, but I was escorted by the brave soul, Willywog. May he rest in peace. And that's where we will have a Patreon segment. Patreon. It's only just occurred to me that it's rather similar to the word patron. Now, it's probably a coincidence, but bear with me. Let's posit for a moment that you're in the 15th or 16th century and there is a great artist. Let's call them de papier roulé. Now, they've come up with a new art form. It's called talking to your mates about nothing, or tato mane. Look, they weren't very good at naming things back then. Anyway, you decide to give them money as a patron, and you get access to a room with like 5 other patrons. And you talk about how the latest tato mane was kind of crap. Brilliant! Now imagine that concept, but in the future. Now. And the person is dice paper roll, and you can say that the latest episode was a bit crap to like 20 other people on Discord. Incredible how far technology has come. I know. Mind blown. Subscribe to our Patreon. Thanks, Jack.
I don't think you want to listen to it without it, though. Like, that was a good Patreon.
You're making
Yeah,
him
when
too good, man.
When I've been editing these things, I'm like, I feel like it's boring without the Patreon ads. You're making them too good, Jack.
Oh, a full
my
episode of Feywild. Oh, without the Patreon.
I quite liked that one. That was a good one. Well done,
For
Jack.
the one listener that just listens to the poem at the beginning of books 1 and 2, this is heaven.
So you've just retrieved Sir Talivar, and you've taken him downstairs. He's sitting on a bench, still locked in his cage. What would you like to do?
Can you tell us why you were locked in a cage, Sir Talivar?
Well, it is a long story, but basically, I was taken by Bavlorna Blatstraw.
We know
For-
her.
Oh, you do?
Well, we're
Well,
looking
not
for her,
personally.
Kevin. We know of her.
That's same thing.
We know
Anyway,
Keep
We-
going.
she's a hag.
that's right. That's the same. We must be talking about the same and not a different Bavlorna Bratstraw.
I thought it was Bologna.
I thought it was.
It turns
Actually, it was Pavlova.
Yeah.
It turns out it is Bavlorna Blightstraw. So, I was trying to infiltrate this kingdom and get back at this Bavlorna Brightstraw because she was causing a havoc. You should know. It is her and her sisters who created this whole system of Hither, Thither, and Yon. And it is because of them that Zybilna was frozen. I know this because I went there, and she was frozen in time, and everything was frozen. And anyway, I thought maybe it was my job, Sir Talivar, to take down Bavlorna. But it was not to be. She caught
Yeah.
me and put me in this cage.
How'd that go?
I got in the cage.
Clearly not well. So we're gonna open the cage then? I don't like having.
Yeah, I kind of feel weird.
Sentient.
Yeah,
little
let's
bit,
get you
like-
out.
Like, let's just like get over the like.
I
pulled a little
Scott-
padlock key to the side and just.
Yeah, that works. That's fun.
it does.
Right. Wait.
Unit's pair
what?
of bolt cutters go back inside their chest.
I
Won't need these
casting
anymore.
knock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin's like elaborate tinkering system has also just disintegrated. Like maybe I'll just
Oh.
use that a little bit later.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
so many
Honestly,
nuts.
I didn't even think it could be a magical lock. It was just I saw the little padlock system, you know, with the little chamber think
No, you were right. Turns out it was a latch.
Yeah.
I think
joke's
we all
on
just
us,
wanted
I
to do
guess.
something.
And
fancy.
also, the joke is on me, I guess. I just assumed it would be so much more powerful.
Oh, you have thumbs and everything. Like, you could have opened that yourself.
And a sword! He shows you his
They
sword.
locked you in there
The
with
tiny
a sword.
dragon has a sword.
the tiny dragon has a sword. Where the fuck? You hold a scout? You have like a little like sword belt and shit as well.
Can't you breathe fire?
Yeah.
No.
Cast spells. You're a
is the-
dragon.
Is the dragon also wearing like knight's armor, like plate mail and stuff? Carries a little shield
Yeah.
with a picture of
Tabard.
itself on it.
Yeah, it's like a little crest with like the summer court and like a little sort of badly drawn pink dragon on it.
Tell me, Sir Talavar, what is this summer court you speak of?
It is not relevant to the story.
Oh,
So
good.
don't
I'll
ask.
scrap that out of my notes then.
I'm
What is
sorry.
relevant to the story?
Sounds suitably fey. I'm going to let that pass.
Sorry, Kevin. Birthday boys first. You had a question.
I'm sorry. I was trying to take you seriously, but you're so freaking cute. And I just kind of want to eat him. Does anyone else want to eat him? He's so cute. I just pop you in my mouth for just like 1 second. I swear to God.
You put his head in your mouth like you do with cats sometimes.
I
No?
open up my
Alright,
mouth and
that's
go
just me.
and just like
Oh,
slowly
no.
move
Hang on.
towards-
Gonna stop. Ben, how often are you putting cats' heads in your mouth?
Yeah.
Every day.
This has turned into an intervention.
Save it for the dissection. You never just like,
Yeah.
no? Nah,
That's what
just
Kevin
me.
is doing to Sir
Talavar.
Sir Tummins, I feel
Talavar.
like.
Talavar.
Tummins.
Sir Talavar. Just for a little bit. You gonna do anything about that? I'm gonna eat
Oh,
you.
sorry.
I would really rather you didn't do that.
Thank you. What would is there any chance that you fine folks would be willing to go and find this Bavlona and show her a few of your wonderful words?
Well, yes, we were already on
Yeah,
our way
we're
to
on our way
look
there.
for them.
Yeah.
Oh, how
down.
fortuitous. I guess you would need to know how to get there.
Would you
Well-
take us? Do you know how to find her?
I do. I just came from there in the balloon.
yeah.
I thought
Oh.
that's what the fuck were we doing in this walking
that-
tavern the whole time then if it wasn't taking us where we thought we were going?
I think we just stayed a little too long. I think we're started on the loop again. This
think
terrain
this
looks really familiar.
Just going in circles.
I remember that gassy part of the swamp.
That's
Yeah.
Doelene.
Well, I mean, it does say at the
dare
end of
you.
the road, it doesn't, maybe it's always the end of the road. Maybe it's just a Fey thing, you know, how things are just wacky.
No, it's
All right, well, how do we get there? We don't, can we maybe drive this in to where, she is?
the innkeeper comes out and she's like, No. It's going in that direction, I think. Did you mention downfall? Why, yes, I did.
I
Downfall.
remember.
What's
I got
downfall?
it in my notes.
Who said
Yeah,
downfall?
I don't know.
Downfall is the place where the soggy court is, where the bullywugs live.
Oh,
the
right,
Soggy
yes.
Court. That is where the hag lives, Paloma.
That's right. Bavlona.
Bavlona.
Paloma.
Potato.
Bologna.
Yes.
Bologna?
Okay, so, Sir Televor, can we get there on foot? Like, how do you get there?
Well, that is a good joke, I think, because we're on a big building with lots of little feet. Yes, we can get there by foot, and I believe this is going in that direction. So my usefulness is not very useful. But I can tell you about Bavlona.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
so Tummins, I'm about to break your reverse knees unless you start telling me something.
Kevin sits down in front of him and be like, "Tell me a birthday story, little dragon."
It is your birthday?
Yes.
How wonderful. Well, there once was a witch who made a big ditch, and the ditch was filled with water. And that is where I saw her. A big, burly witch that looks like a toad who is in the bullywug court on the road.
Okay.
No offense, Sir Talavar, but I can't tell if you were making that story up or it just seemed unbelievable because you were trying to rhyme on the
Yeah,
spot.
As
Do
a
it
rhyme-
again. That was great. I really liked it. Again. It's my birthday.
To be
I'm
honest,
about to break your reverse knees, okay? Just gonna say that again.
please don't break my reverse knees. Let me put it this way. The Bavlona Blight Straw, she is a powerful witch, and she lives in a spooky cottage at the top of Downfall on a house that is on stilts in the center. Unfortunately, she has great power and wields it over the Bullywug people, and they are constantly fighting each other. For her to please her and make her amenable to her whims. She rules over them with such a fierce hand.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah,
So
she
violent.
sucks. Yeah, what's her problem?
Well, she
what
has
is she-
two sisters whom she desperately hates.
She hates them.
Yes.
Do you think,
Why- Why on earth would she hate her sisters?
Well, because they're all witches, I presume.
But like because they're different types of witches or something.
Yes, quite possibly. That could factor in as well.
different types? There's different types of witches?
Yeah, it was kind
What
of
do you mean,
different.
Sir Walter Winston Winklepicker the third?
Oh,
Enlighten
shit,
us.
I'm metagaming it a little bit at the moment. I'm gonna roll a fucking
You're a bard.
knowledge check. Whoa, fuck! I rolled natural one.
You don't know
Yeah.
shit. You can
There's
try and bluff.
horoscope witches, and then there's
Yeah.
like the sage burning
There's
ones.
The crystals.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
crystal witches.
Amethyst has super amazing properties to it. Okay, amethyst is where it's at. It's also it looks very nice on your mantelpiece.
Walter clearly dated a crystal witch for a
I've
while.
got literally nothing. I've I've got nothing. I rolled a 1. Fuck.
Anyway.
All right,
I'm just
Sir
meaning
Walter
that
Winston
there's like
Winklepicker the
different
third.
types
There-
of
If you don't know,
hags.
there is no need to try and impress Kevin Strangeways on his birthday. Just be yourself. Say you don't know. It's okay to not know something.
There is power in vulnerability, Walter, you know.
And also, I don't mean to sound condescending. I'm just a robot, and that's how I sound all the time.
No, that's absolutely fair enough. Good call. You
Lucky you don't have backward knees, unit, right now, is all I'm saying.
And their knees rotate, swivel around from facing backwards to the front. Yes, I thank the gods every day.
Kevin has his hand up and is sitting crisscross applesauce on the floor, looking very much like he's ready to ask a question. Back straight.
Oh, yes, you. You in the front.
So teleport. My mum, she is really special, and her name is what's her name?
Yes.
Bazilna. Bazilna is my mom's name. And I'm like her son. So
Oh my god, I am in the presence of royalty.
on my
And
birthday.
a great fey creature. He immediately drops to the floor and bows and presses his face
So,
into the ground and
can I-
kisses your feet.
Can I put you in my mouth for just a little bit? Because
Anything you want.
you're still really cute. And he gives the dragon a very... It decides against the actual eating and just gives him big, wet, sloppy kisses. Here is
I
a
am
cute little
so
dragon.
blessed. I shall take this back to the Silk Court, and they will regale and laugh and love this story I have to tell of honor and beauty. Thank you, sir. Was it... I actually didn't learn any of your names. Actually, let's
Kevin.
just say that he did on the way down the stairs.
Okay.
And also,
Wonderful.
I'm the sire of Kevin, so I'm also I'm the father, so we're
And-
pretty cool.
I'm the protector of Kevin Strangeways.
He's-
and I mean,
he's
for some
employed.
reason, it's been forgotten, but we share a birthday, even though no one's wished me a happy birthday.
Doelene puts
Little
her
bit of
feet up on the
oil
chair and
Down the cheek.
fuck's sake. Always with this. Oh God, Kevin.
Hey
Jeez.
Alexa, what's
God.
your birthday? Hey Google, what's your birthday? No, nobody asks. Sorry.
Oh, you broke the cardinal rule, Dad.
Oh.
So yes, actually. Anyways, this is my son, Kevin. I'm the father, Walter.
Are
This is our
you...
good friend Doelene, and this
Howdy.
is Unit.
And
Hello,
are
well met.
you some kind of fey being?
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. Is being fey a sexually transmitted disease? Because then maybe.
No, it is not.
Okay, well then I don't think I actually am a fey. Or maybe I'm fey touched. Oh, I'm totally fey touched. I took that feat.
Well done for creating this beautiful man. But congratulations.
Unit, I did not forget your birthday. And he pulls out a card that is made with happy birthday on it, and in the style of how you'd use pasta to spell happy birthday unit, but it's done in a bunch of little screws and nuts and bolts, and it says happy birthday unit on it, and so it's quite difficult to open, and then it starts playing a little tune that doesn't stop.
Oh, why, Kevin, this is so thoughtful. You didn't forget after all. And Unit turns to face the wall so that no one will see the bit of oil pour down their
Aw.
cheek.
It's
I'm
okay to be
having-
vulnerable.
Feelings. I'm having these feelings, and turn around and hug Kevin.
Yay. Unit
What-
hug.
What a beautiful parental, person and child interactive moment, wouldn't you say, Walter? That's proof of a long forged bond. A deep, deep bond. A strong bond.
Yes, Doelene, it
Some-
is.
Some might say unbreakable.
It's amazing to see. And Walter then just quickly turns towards the wall and hunches over. And it's just I will get that fucking unit. I will
Day
break
13
him."
continued. 2 party members cry.
What other kind of damaging spell do I know that I can use on that?
Oh, wow. Walter's turning against me.
You can hear this.
Fair. So, okay, Kevin, what would you like to do on our birthdays? Should we go and visit the soggy court?
Yeah, I think we should. And we should try and get as much information about this Paloma chick as possible. So then we can save my mum. Sir, tell her what. Do we know how? Do we need to kill her, or do we just need to get her to do some family therapy with her sisters? What would be the best way to do that?
No. I do not think that any more death than would have happened to poor Wigglewog earlier. I think possibly it is best that you just take her down a peg, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know exactly what that means. Yeah.
I have no idea
her.
what you mean.
Yeah, you want us to tear her throat out through her asshole, right?
Oh.
Wow, Kevin. I mean, Walter Winston Winklepicker III. I'm not sure what's gotten into you since we've been in the Feywild, but you seem to be rather murderous these last few days. Is it just the cramped quarters in this walking
it's
inn?
It's a hag.
Oh yes, I keep forgetting that.
It's a hag.
I'm gonna
they're
side with
bad.
Walter on this one. Yeah. Hags are
Remember,
bad.
the entire reason that there was the hags that switched over the circuses. I can't remember what they were called. The
Carnival.
carnivals. Yeah, the carnivals. The hags are the ones that have switched them over.
They've been abducting the children.
They're the ones that have been abducting the children. Now we want to go and talk to them?
Well,
I mean, we can talk to them, I guess. Yeah, totally. We can.
Well, you should know that they have an ability to solve all sorts of problems that you might be facing in your life. If, say, you were stuck in a certain way or you needed to move through something, I think that they would be able to help. So perhaps you could have some kind of a bargain with her, no? And, but you should know, it may not be easy. She has the ability to create little miniature tiny versions of herself, which are really creepy, and they move around and look like little gross
dolls.
That's okay.
bavlonas.
Sir Walter Winston Winklepicker III
Tights.
carries tiny furniture around with him. And it gives splinters, so maybe that will be suitable for a hag.
That might be helpful.
Wow, that sounds like that would have
Well,
been a
I
great
mean,
bargaining chip until it was crushed mercilessly in somebody's hand.
Yes. Yeah. You must have so many splinters in your hand, Kevin.
Yeah, but
Honest.
for some reason, no one picked up on that. So I just thought I'd let it slide.
Slowly becoming infected, just like you're just leaving all of those splinters in the palm of your hand.
Well, I
everything's fine.
don't think I took any damage or anything. I feel perfectly healthy.
Septicemia, meh.
It's just one normal hand and one giant swollen hand, purple hand radiating heat across the room.
I can't feel a thing. 33 whole hit points.
Holy moly.
Intact.
Look at those sausage fingers.
Yeah,
Now,
they're
when-
crazy.
Now, when I, Sir Talavar, was infiltrating the palace where Zabilner lies, I was able to capture a sight of Zabilner floating on top of the cauldron where the witches did this to her.
I saw that cauldron in the House of Mirrors.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's called Igwil's Cauldron, and it was used to capture and freeze the palace, and everything there is frozen, and I don't know how to unfreeze it, but it's got something to do with that cauldron.
Who is
Igwell's
Igwell?
cauldron and frozen everything.
Can I do a check to see if I know anything about Igwil's cauldron?
Yeah.
No, don't know. 9. Don't know anything. Rolled a 2.
You haven't read that book.
Damn.
Perhaps you could tell us who Igwil is, Sir Talavar.
I do not. I only know that is the name of the cauldron.
Well, that's a letdown.
I've never heard of it before either.
It is a great, powerful, magical artifact, though. So something very precious remains within, and who knows? It is very powerful. So
Okay.
I imagine you have to do something with it.
So we got 3 hags in 3 places
And
a very magical cauldron.
That's right. Now,
Sounds like-
unfortunately, traveling between the realms is a little bit difficult. You might try to go out, and you'll just end up back where you were. And sometimes the Feywild can be like that, but this is much worse. The mists that divide the realms are impenetrable, and you cannot pass through without a guide.
I'm sure I've read about this before. I flicked through the book. Oh, no, sorry. Different realm.
Kevin once again sits on the ground, crisscross, and puts his hand up straight in the air.
Oh, yes, you, Kevin.
Can you be our guide, Sir Talavor?
Unfortunately, I cannot. I must return to the Silky Court and regale them of my adventure. It has been so hard, and
Is the Silky Court
Wigglewog
near?
must not die in vain.
Is the Silky Court near the Summer
Yeah.
Court, or
Could you
It is
like
the
maybe
same.
be our
Is it
messenger on
adjacent?
the way back?
How do we
No.
get a guide?
Yeah.
Well, I have a feeling that you may find one in Downfall. I believe there is a guide somewhere there. I believe maybe Clapperclaw, potentially. They are a type of scarecrow, and much more than that I do not know, but they definitely know something about how to
Clapperclaw.
travel between realms.
Okay.
So now all we have to figure out then is how we get to Downfall.
Well, fortunately, this inn is going right there.
Next stop, Downfall.
Oh, cool. So I just get to keep on sitting by the hearth and just kind of wait? Oh, this has got like a nice European train vibe about it.
Another round of arancini balls then, Sir Walter
Yeah.
Winston, Winklepicker III.
Just watch the
You know what,
swamp go
unit?
by.
I think I will. Another round
Allow
of
me.
arancini balls.
And we watch the inn as it moves through the
Put it
mist.
in my mouth unit.
As the
put it
inn
in
moves
my
off
mouth.
into the distance, yeah. Walter and Unit are by the hearth, the fire, and Unit is feeding Sir Walter Winston, Winklepicker III, arancini balls.
you see Doelene hanging out the back, like trying to look at the penultimate leg on both sides.
And Kevin's just putting the face of the little mini dragon into his mouth.
Yeah. He's just
Yeah,
kissing
so
him
we're
next,
Beautiful.
sitting curled underneath Unit's legs, just admiring his quote unquote present. I love you, Sir Talavor.
Having a pet is good for your learning responsibility, Kevin. I'm glad that you're taking this on.
Don't talk with your mouth full, Sir Walter Winston, Winklepicker
Sorry,
III.
excuse me.
Dolene's dream was sweaty, a wash of images running in and out of each other, fires cacophonous, burning and raining ash. She saw through time the evolution of all manner of creatures big and small, the breaking of waves against rocks, and every tiny grain of sand on all the beaches washed up and poured into a great hourglass. The sand forming a woman's face with a chicken foot tattoo, a picture of home, a volcano exploding into the sky, and now a pickle. Heavily gasping awake, sweating and pulling up her nightgown around her ankle, a small tuft of fur gently pulled away, revealing a patch of green.
What is that? Am I turning into a pickle?